evening and welcome back to Falcon Update live on MC77. I'm Nolan Hogenboom.
And I'm Brian Schermeyer. Mellinger residents were evacuated on Friday due to a fire in the building. The incident was due to a splash of grease hitting the carpet while a resident was cooking in the kitchen. 4 fire departments were on the scene and the affected area was hosed down. There were no injuries and personal items lost, according to Vice President of Operations Kathy Schaefer. Students from the apartment have been moved temporarily until the room can be cleaned up.
Next we have Falcon on the Street, the segment where we ask Messiah students random questions around campus. This Falcon on the Street is a little different since this weekend was homecoming weekend, and we'll go to JC Seltzer for this week's topic.
It was homecoming weekend here at Messiah, and there were alumni everywhere. So we went around to see how many graduating classes attended homecoming weekend.
Zachary Smith, 2019.
I'm Josh Rittenhouse.
I'm Amy Rittenhouse.
Amy Smith.
Alyssa Haldeman.
Dana Haldeman. And we all graduated in 2013.
Laurel Anderson, 2019.
I'm Brian Capozzi, graduated class of 2006.
Hi, I'm Steve McPherson, class of 1995.
I'm Daniel Hoppus, and I graduated in 2012.
Katie Smith, 2011.
Jocelyn Krebs, 2019.
Hi, I'm Jody Whitmer, class of 1995. Maiden name was Blixt, and used to live in Whitmer dorm, and now that's my last name.
Kristen Dedamore, class of 99.
Pat, ask me the question.
What is your name and what year did you graduate?
I'm Abigail LaBianca, and I graduated in 2019.
I'm Charlie Hoppus. I was class of 2010, and then I coached the Messiah men's ultimate team for 9 years.
Corey Smith, 2009.
Hi, Kate Denning, class of 99.
Hi, I'm Carol Hall. I was Slentz before when I was coming here to Messiah, and I graduated in the class of 1973.
I'm Rachel Hoover. I was Rachel Alvarez, and we graduated in 1999.
And I'm Karen Kaufman, and we were roommates.
Welcome home, alumni. We hope to see you again next year. Back to you guys.
Here's this week's construction update. As construction continues, workers are installing drain pipes for stormwater management in parking areas. They will also be installing rebar and pouring concrete for footers on the building this week. We'll have another update next week.
We'll have more Falcon Update when we come back. If you have a question or comment for the interview with Minds Matter during MC Live, hop onto our social media pages, or also feel free to comment on our live stream right now. Find us at MC77 on YouTube. Stay tuned.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cure.
My name is Macy Thornton. I'm a senior and I'm a public relations major. I was initially drawn to the public relations major because I've always been great with people and the skills are very transferable. One thing that's definitely unique to Messiah is that they teach from a Christian perspective, and I've been able to use that in internships and those types of opportunities. The professors are great, they're very approachable, and they genuinely want to see you succeed. I'm involved in athletics in that I'm on the Messiah women's basketball team, and it's been one of the most enriching experiences of my life. I'm in a class called Senior PR Campaign, and we're working for an actual nonprofit organization off campus, so we're helping them with some PR-related things, and it's just really great to actually put theory into practice and to feel like you're making a difference even though you're still in school. And I also had the opportunity to do an internship with a minor league baseball team. PR practitioners have to conduct themselves ethically. They have to have integrity. They have to be honest and transparent with the people they work with. So ethics is a big part of public relations. I believe Christian PR practitioners are called to hold themselves to a higher standard because of their beliefs, and that should show in their professional life. I feel very prepared with regard to the experiences I've had, the internship opportunities I've had, and the knowledge I have that the PR major has given me and the skills I've attained through it.
What?
Welcome back to Falcon Update. Women's soccer picked up a conference win on the road at Lycoming on Tuesday evening. The Falcons dominated play from the start of the game, scoring 5 goals in the first half, and they would score 3 more goals in the second half, giving the Falcons an 8-0 win. Brooke Firestone and Rachel Turgeon each finished the game with 2 goals, leading a strong offensive effort by Messiah.
The men's soccer team traveled to Lycoming College Wednesday afternoon for an in-conference matchup. The raining conditions proved to be a factor as the Falcons and Warriors battled for much of the first half. The Falcons were able to capitalize in the 33rd minute after a rebound from a shot by Micah Fitz was corralled and tapped in by Britt Hazeltine. The men were able to hold on and claimed a tough 1-0 victory over the Warriors.
Women's soccer team then won their second conference game of the week after an impressive homecoming victory over Lebanon Valley College. The Falcons' first goal of the game came with a header from Kayla Herr off of a corner kick from Maddie Cole. Shortly after, Cole would score, giving Messiah a 2-0 lead. Lebanon Valley earned their lone goal of the game early in the second half, but the Falcons would win the game 6-1. Messiah improved their overall team record to 13-1-1, and they'll be back in action this Wednesday at Hood College for another MAC Commonwealth game.
The number 18 ranked Messiah men's soccer team hosted the Lebanon Valley College Dutchmen on Saturday. In front of the packed homecoming crowd, Trevor Goodling notched the lone goal of the game with the assist by Joseph King. The Falcons outshot the Dutchmen 25-5 on their way to their third straight 1-0 victory. The win moves the Falcons to 11-2-2 on the season and 5-0-0 in the conference. The men will be back on the pitch at Hood College on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, women's volleyball took on the Alvernia Golden Wolves. Let's take a look at the action. Here Messiah is up 8-2, and Haley Miller takes it over to Kristen Seibert. There it is. Macy Underman gets her 1,000th career kill. One of her 7 kills in the game. Now, here's Seibert again, over to freshman Rachel Garrett to take the first set for the Falcons. And late in the second set, there's the 1,000th kill again. Great shot there. And once again,
a little bit of technical difficulties, but we will have more Falcon Update when we come back. Stay tuned.
Player of the week handles that serve.
Natalie Moy. I'm a senior and I'm a digital media major. I feel like the classes here have helped me to train my eye to detect good design. I like how the professors don't force you into one way of thinking. Instead, they allow you to be creative and think of projects in your own way, and they will guide you and help you envision your project to make it even better and stronger. In my portfolio, I have quite a large variety of works. I have design-based works, I have photography, I have videography, and one of the big projects I'll be expecting in my portfolio would be from the junior-senior film class that I'm taking this semester. I'll be the production designer for this short film, and I'm looking forward to work with my crew because they're all awesome people. Messiah has this media hub called The Pulse, so I've been working for them for the past few months, and you can do stuff like designing, photography, videography, the radio station, and you can even design websites, write articles. I think it's a really great opportunity for me to get my work out there. I'm a designer, so people on campus or even off campus get to see what I do, and I think that's really great. So if you're a digital media student, you could go into computer science fields, or you could go into the film industries or graphic design. I guess it's the beauty of digital media. It's just so versatile.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes.
Right?
I mean, like, I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did you?
Welcome back to Falcon Update on MC77. We also want to welcome our YouTube viewers online. Please feel free to leave a comment about tonight's show and stay tuned to MC Live. We will be taking live questions during tonight's interview. Women's volleyball hosted the Elizabethtown Blue Jays on Jordan Court on Friday. In the game after Mary Underman reached her 1,000th career kill, she showed the fans why she was able to reach that mark. Starting the highlights, Heston Kowalski is back to serve in a tight first game. Here we see Amanda Dahlman with a dig, leading to one of Underman's 21 kills on the night. Elizabethtown, we see here they're able to corral and return this one, and the diving dig made by Kowalski, and there's yet another Underman kill. Kowalski here with the dig, Kristen Seibert the set, and yet another kill by Mary Underman. As you can see, folks, this game was the Mary Underman show. Game point now, and she's back to serve. She registers the ace, and the Falcons take the first set. After the Blue Jays serve here, Underman sending a zinger right back, but they're able to corral this one. And just kidding, she notches the block and gets herself another point on the night, winning the second set for the Falcons as well. And she serves. The Blue Jays are able to corral it, but can't send it back. Falcons win this one in straight sets. This moves the Falcons to 19-6 on the year. They will be back on the court in a tri-meet on Saturday at Wilkes.
On Wednesday, field hockey faced off against the York Spartans. Let's take a look. Messiah working the ball into the circle. York sends it back out. But in comes Mackenzie Brubaker, and the shot is tipped just wide. Shortly thereafter, freshman Cole Shank sends it into Kristen Musser, but it's saved by York's Sam Keating. Still 1-1. Now late in the third quarter, Ashlyn Smith takes it right down, right in front of the net to put the Falcons up 2-1. And then the Falcons would score again here at the end of the game. Brubaker to Musser, to Josie Weaver, to Hannah Palm, for the goal, bringing the Falcons to 9-4 on the season. They went on to play Widener on Saturday.
Number 13 ranked field hockey team hosted the Widener Pride at Anderson Field on Saturday. At this packed homecoming game, The Falcons used the crowd to uplift them early and often against this 13-1 Widener squad. Early in the game here, Josie Weaver weaves her way through the Pride defense. She passes to Hannah Palm across the goal, who puts it in to start the scoring for the Falcons. Mackenzie Brubaker will get this penalty corner to start, and she finds Kristen Musser, who shoots but can't score, but that's all right because Nicole Schenk is right there for the putback goal. Falcons still up 2-0 now. Jenny Young working the right side. She passes it right in front to Abby Boyer, who just taps it into the goal for the 3-0 lead. Widener, who is outshot 29-2 on the day, is finally able to get an opportunity here, and they capitalized on it for their lone goal of the day. Falcons would score one more, winning 4-1. They'll be back in action on Wednesday against LVC.
Both the men's and women's cross-country teams traveled to Connecticut College for their invitational on Saturday. The men finished 21st of the 28 teams competing, with Alex Scheib notching a team-best time of 26 minutes and 16 seconds. The women completed the day with a 17th place finish out of 29 teams, with Leanne Weaver registering an impressive time of 22 minutes and 27 seconds, and a 34th place finish amongst 365 other competitors.
Feeling stressed? We have De-Stress with Charmaine Lim next.
Happy homecoming week and congratulations on making it halfway through the semester. With only 8 more weeks of classes, it's hard not to feel a little overwhelmed at times. Have no fear though, we're here to help. If you like dragons and fantasy, Seraphina by Rachel Hartman is a great story with a twist on the traditional dragon trope. Seraphina Domberg lives in a world where humans and dragons don't get along. Dragons, with their intelligence and shape-shifting abilities, have joined the ranks of scholars among the humans. But tensions run high as the anniversary of the 40-year treaty looms closer. Seraphina joins the royal court as a highly gifted musician, and a member of the royal family gets murdered in draconian fashion. As she gets involved with the investigation, she realizes that her deepest secret might be more dangerous among the royals than she ever thought. As the weather cools and couples start pairing up, it's hard not to feel a little lonely sometimes. Wanted by One Republic perfectly sums up what it feels like when everyone around you seems to be in a relationship. The staccato intro easily catches your attention, and the relatable lyrics are perfect for blasting in your car or pretending that you're in a dramatic music video. In the new Netflix series Raising Dion, family bonds and superpowers are being tested. Working hard as a single mother after the death of her husband, Nicole Reese does her best to raise Dion, her young son. When Dion begins manifesting superhero-like powers, Nicole has to hide his abilities from the government while trying to understand what's happening to her son. The remake is never as good as the original, but this is the first time the Addams Family is being animated since its debut as a cartoon strip. Following the Addams Family, a strange household that are unusually pale, only wear black, and have a pet octopus, this movie picks up with the Addams Family settling into a new home and trying to make a life for themselves. With the pressure to fit into society, everyone in the household has to figure out what exactly that makes fitting in so important. And if this movie doesn't do it for you, there's always the original 1991 film that we all know and love. As part of the homecoming activities this week, IAS has organized a karaoke night on Wednesday, followed by a B-Sides concert. If you love to sing along, this is a great time to get on stage with some friends and test your vocal powers. If you're not a fan of the stage, it's still a great excuse to sit down and listen to music while you pretend to get your homework done. That's all for this week's Daily De-Stressors. I'm Charmaine Lim.
Charmaine, we'll have Campus Calendar with Allie Hufford after the break. Stay tuned.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi there.
You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Hiya! Queen of All Knowledge here, reminding you, creeps out there on the internet hack, scam, and trick savvy cyber users every day, but we can fight back. It's as easy as IC3. If you're a victim of online crime, don't give up. Visit IC3, the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Your tips help the FBI track down cyber criminals around the world. Report your crime to www.ic3.gov today.
Keep an eye out on Messiah's social media pages on Tuesday, October 22nd for giveaways hidden around campus for homecoming week. They'll be posting clues all day to help lead you to prizes. Also for homecoming week, there will be a karaoke night in Larson Student Union from 7 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday, October 23rd. Students can sign up to sing their favorite songs in groups, or they can go solo. Immediately after karaoke night, students can stay in the Student Union to enjoy B-Sides at 9 p.m., where Drew and Ket will be performing a free concert hosted by SAB. Yet another event will be hosted in the Larson Student Union on Thursday, October 24th for homecoming week. From 8 to 10 p.m., students can compete against the homecoming court and their friends in minute-to-win-it games. Need another reason to come and check out this event? There will be an ice cream sundae bar served by the homecoming court. On Friday, October 25th, students can enjoy a food truck fair and cornhole tournament outside the Student Union from 5:30 to 8 p.m. The first 150 students to arrive and vote for Homecoming King and Queen will receive a $3 food truck voucher that can be used at Mad Dash Grilled Cheese, It's All Greek to You, or Dough & Co. The food trucks will accept cash, credit, and debit as well. Lost Films will be showing Spider-Man Far From Home this weekend in Parmer Cinema. Join Peter Parker as he navigates life after Endgame, a class trip to Europe, and of course, his love life. The film will be playing at 6 and 9 p.m. on Friday and 3, 6, and 9 p.m. on Saturday. Tickets are free for students and $4 for guests. To close homecoming week, students can join SAB for the annual homecoming dance at 8 p.m. in Brubaker Auditorium. Students will be able to enjoy a night of formal attire, dancing, and your favorite music. Tickets are $5 for students and $8 for guests. Students can buy tickets now at the box office outside of Brubaker Auditorium, or they will be sold at the door on the day of the dance from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Students must have their ID in order to get the student price. That's all for this week's campus calendar. I'm Allie Hufford.
Thank you, Allie. That is all for this week's show. Be sure to tune in to MC Live coming up next. We will be taking live questions during tonight's interview with Minds Matter.
For Brian Schermeyer, Charmaine Lim, and Allie Hufford, I'm Nolan Hogenboom. Have a great night.
Acclimation Dance Ministry is a club on campus that basically incorporates any number of people to come and learn about dance as a form of worship.
Acclimation offers a lot of classes. We offer 3 levels of modern, 3 levels of jazz, 3 levels of ballet, and a point class, and 2 levels of tap.
Anyone can be involved in Acclimation. We want our doors to be open and arms to be welcoming in for people if they want to learn dance and learn that through a means of worship. We are a student-run organization. All of our officers are students on campus. All of our teachers are students on campus. And we are a ministry first and foremost.
I think one of my favorite parts of Acclimation is just being able to put homework down, just being able to go to the dance studio and have a good time with friends and worship God.
It's definitely been a constant in my life and a constant in my time at Messiah.
I also really love the community. I love that it really is a family.
It's a community of people that are encouraging and lifting me up in my dance ability, not tearing me down.
I came to college where dance had always been something that really separated me from God. And so coming to Acclimation, I found people that danced with me and encouraged my faith. And also just a way to worship God that I hadn't really experienced before, and honestly now it's my most true form of worship.
For me, to use dance as a form of worship is to kind of give my body as a living sacrifice.
To give back to God what He's given to us, so just to use our talents and abilities for His glory.
For me, it means to just use movement in all that you are. In Acclimation, we say audience for one, you're dancing for God, and that's what praising God through dance is.
It's me recognizing that this gift is not my own and it's something that I want to give the Lord, and also share with others that this isn't my own ability, but it's God's. For people who want to join Acclimation, join.
I've seen many people who have tried it for the first time and just absolutely love it, so just give it a try.
And it's just a place to come have fun, really, and learn how to glorify God in a new way. And if you've never danced for God before, it's a really cool way to praise Him.
My name is Macy Thornton. I'm a senior and I'm a public relations major. I was initially drawn to the public relations major because I've always been great with people, and the skills are very transferable. One thing that's definitely unique to Messiah is that they teach from a Christian perspective, and I've been able to use that in internships and those types of opportunities. The professors are great, they're very approachable, and they genuinely want to see you succeed. I'm involved in athletics in that I'm on the Messiah women's basketball team, and it's been one of the most enriching experiences of my life. I'm in a class called Senior PR Campaign, and we're working for an actual nonprofit organization off campus, so we're helping them with some PR related things, and it's just really great to actually put theory into practice and to feel like you're making a difference even though you're still in school. And I also had the opportunity to do an internship with a minor league baseball team. PR practitioners have to conduct themselves ethically. They have to have integrity. They have to be honest and transparent with the people they work with. So ethics is a big part of public relations. I believe Christian PR practitioners are called to hold themselves to a higher standard because of their beliefs, and that should show in their professional life. I feel very prepared with regard to the experiences I've had, the internship opportunities I've had, and the knowledge I have that the PR major has given me and the skills I've attained through it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, cure.
My name is Natalie Moy. I'm a senior and I'm a digital media major. I feel like the classes here have helped me to train my eye to detect good design. I like how the professors don't force you into one way of thinking. Instead, they allow you to be creative and think of projects in your own way, and they will guide you and help you envision your project to make it even better and stronger. In my portfolio, I have quite a large variety of works. I have design-based works, I have photography, I have videography, and one of the big projects I'll be expecting in my portfolio would be from the junior-senior film class that I'm taking this semester. I'll be the production designer for this short film, and I'm looking forward to work with my crew because they're all awesome people. Messiah has this media hub called The Pulse, so I've been working for them for the past few months, and you can do stuff like designing, photography, videography, the radio station, and you can even design websites, write articles. I think it's a really great opportunity for me to get my work out there. I'm a designer, so people on campus or even off campus get to see what I do, and I think that's really great. So if you're a digital media student, you could go into computer science fields, or you could go into the film industries or graphic design. I guess it's the beauty of digital media. It's just so versatile.
Good evening and welcome to MC Live here on MC77. I'm JoJo.
And I'm JC. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight. First up, we have Connor Dott performing a few songs with his guitar.
Following that, we have Ashlyn Young and some members of the Minds Matter Club here to tell us more about their club.
Don't forget to ask questions on our Instagram at MC77TV, or if you're watching our YouTube live stream at MC77 Messiah College, leave your questions in the live comments. You won't want to miss tonight's show. We'll be right back after the break.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to MC Live here on MC77, where we are joined by freshman Connor Dott. Whenever you're ready.
Casket's door, but in life we embrace flames of hell. Is all that it takes is to be a good man, but then who did Jesus die for? What if the dark was meant for a soul that believed it was close to the light? Is our belief all that it takes, or is it what I hear you say the words well done? Or will you claim you don't know who I am?
That was awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show and performing. I just have one question for you. How long have you been playing guitar and singing?
I have been playing guitar and singing since, well, I've been singing my whole life.
Uh-huh.
I took 2 lessons of guitar when I was like 10, and then kind of started playing YouTube, and then I started writing music when I was about 11. And
Awesome.
It was rough at that point, but I've made progress a little bit.
So that song you just performed, did you write it? Or?
Yes, I
Oh,
did
that's
write that.
amazing. What was your inspiration behind the song?
So I wrote those 2 lines a while ago, and I wrote it kind of when I was just thinking about how in the Bible it says the road to heaven is narrow. And I was thinking, like, it's really hard to know whether you're going to get to heaven or not, because that's just something that we don't understand. And so I had written down the lines, will there be one left at the end? Like, who will get to heaven? And then I kind of wrote the rest as just saying, how do we know what our faith is? And maybe those people that think they have the strongest faith are actually those that don't have what it takes. And, like, how do we know what's what?
That's awesome. Do you have another song to perform for us?
I do have another song.
We'll take it away.
If I can get the capo to work. My capo is not very good. As I sit here in this field with you, all my worries and my fears fade from view. If I lie here playing, chasing cars, would you lie here with me in the dark? What if I fall in love, or what if I don't? 'Cause I just don't understand my feelings anymore. So stay with me until I make up my mind. I don't wanna play with your heart, but I keep playing with mine. Take my hand in this moonlit days. Dance with me before the feelings fade. Stay with me, 'cause I'm afraid of the dark. Until the sun comes up, just lie here in my arms. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Zine, thank you so much for sharing your songwriting singing abilities with us on the show tonight. Of course. When we come back, we'll have a few members from the Minds Matter Club here, so stick around after the break.
What will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer? The Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/Drug Facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Can I give you a hand?
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cure.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at savethefood.com.
We're back here on MC77 with Ashlyn Young and Eden Willis. How are you guys doing today?
Good. Okay, so you guys are part of the Minds Matter Club. What are your roles and what are your responsibilities in the club for the two of you?
So I am the president of the club. So I basically get to oversee everything and just help check in with my leaders and make sure that everything's going smoothly as far as like collaborations, events, stuff like that. I attend Student Senate every week, every-ish. But yeah, and then I just meet with various different people, but mainly making sure that like everything's running smoothly.
I'm the Vice President of Education, and so my role is kind of planning and overseeing all of our events that have to do with educational topics. And so that's mostly things that are trying to like combat stigma about mental health issues in the student body. And then also we're trying to teach people about coping skills and just to have a better base of knowledge and understanding about different mental health concerns. And then I also try to have collaborations with other clubs to sort of bring in different perspectives on how those things impact different people within the student body.
And what other clubs what other clubs are you a part of to bring it into?
So in the past we've done some collaborations with SAGE. We are also doing some collaboration with the Multicultural Council. We've done collaboration with student ministries. And then, even though this isn't a student organization, we do partnership with the Engel Center. Like they'll bring some of their counselors in to present and talk at some of our meetings and events.
That's awesome. Now we also have live questions for this show. Okay. So Lewis on YouTube, he says, do you guys have outreach programs on campus?
Yeah, we do. So we kind of help promote them, but there's some Engel Center classes that we try to promote, like stress management, anxiety management, different things like that. We do a lot through social media, so we'll post like our pictures of our posters, or we'll post like different pictures from events that we have, or random facts from like regarding mental health or anything like that. But
And then we also have sort of more direct kind of club presence at the different new student like socials and fair at the very beginning of the fall semester, and then we also do outreach at the wellness fair.
That's awesome. So kind of going back to your positions and your roles and all that great stuff, do you guys know how the club actually formed and how it started at Messiah?
I know a little bit about it, but I don't know much. I was never like taught much. I know we used to be a chapter called Active Minds. So it was kind of like the very first form of that, and then it grew into Minds Matter. Other than that, I'm not really...
I mean, we are one of the youngest executive clubs at Messiah, since we've only been an executive club for about 2 years. So that is like something that's exciting, but also challenging for us, is like, as a leadership team, we're still working through a lot of how to best connect with the student body and like what needs in the student body we can best meet, because we don't have as many years of experience behind us in a sort of predetermined role.
Right. So how often do you guys meet as a club? Where do you meet? What does that look like?
So it's kind of different this year than it has been in the past. In the past, we used to do like weekly meetings where we would meet in Hoffman Basement, which is our office space currently. And so we would just meet there for about an hour. But now we've kind of altered it a little bit, so we're doing more intentional, more focused types of meetings, where we talk about different topics like anxiety. We did an event with Snack, like a meeting with Snack, where we were able to talk about like body image and different things like that. So they're more focused, more intentional, more engaging for the students. But we tried to do some in Hoffman, but recently we've done some with like the Arbor House,
Yeah, we've been partnering with them
Yeah.
as a meeting space. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we're still kind of establishing that as a routine in the club, but we thought that it would be helpful to get away from more of just kind of business meeting details and into more actual content that would be helpful to people or interesting to people. So yeah, that's how we've changed things.
Yeah.
Now, is this meetings that they're able to come even if you're not a member of the club?
Absolutely.
Or is it just members? What does that look like?
Yeah, so we encourage really anyone to come if they're passionate about the topic or if they're passionate about Minds Matter. It's open to anyone.
We put out posters for all of our discussions, kind of, I guess we would call them, rather than so much of a meeting. So yeah, we advertise across campus whenever we have something coming up, and anyone's welcome to come.
That was actually going to be my next question. How do you advertise those topics? Because they sound like important topics that a lot of people would want to have conversations about. So posters around campus, is there any other way people can know about those topics?
I think we've done some stuff through social media as well. So if you follow our Minds Matter, I forget the exact tagline, but if you follow us on social media, I'm sure there's some things there as well.
Yeah, we always have announcements in advance, kind of letting people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Good to know. Awesome. So if someone were on the fence about joining this club, what is something that you would tell them to convince them to join?
Well, that's a hard question.
I guess I would say that even if you don't personally struggle with all of these things, that really it's something that impacts our campus so heavily and just impacts our phase of life as college students. That you're always going to have friends or family members or just people around you that are dealing with these things. So the more educated you are, the more you're able to be a better friend or to serve the people around you. And also, if you are someone who struggles with these things, but maybe you're still kind of struggling to know what to kind of do in the sense of getting help, or you're still building your own sort of knowledge about ways to help yourself. Our club is a good way to kind of come and get a scope on things and hear from other students who are struggling with other things to help give you that sense of peace that you're not alone in the issue. So I think that can be very helpful to people as well.
That's awesome. Now we have another live question, which you kind of touched on this a little bit, so I'd love for you to expand on it a little bit more. Does this club benefit all majors, and if so, how? What does it look like?
I think it does. We're all all of our membership they're all from different majors, and so I think it's important for all majors to kind of understand mental illness and how it works and what kind of things are involved with that, and because we all know, or at least most of us should know someone who has struggled with different types of mental struggles, and so I think it's important for everyone just to be able to kind of have that background knowledge and have the ability to help them through that no matter what.
And even just working on your own mental health is applicable to anyone. We all as students have stress that we have to manage, and so that's something that we can work on and learn about together as a club.
Absolutely. If students want to get involved in this club, how would they go about doing that?
So they can basically attend our meetings. When they hear about them, attend different events. They can talk to me or any of our other members, and leadership members as well. Just kind of get a plug in on that.
We are actually open right now to renewing some of our positions for the following year. So definitely anyone who maybe isn't as familiar with the club but knows they're interested in these topics, I would definitely encourage them to check us out and consider getting more directly involved in leadership, because it's definitely been a really awesome experience for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now we have another question from Twitter. It says, what are the most common challenges that college students face, and how can this club help?
I think the biggest one is stress.
Amen.
And like just a lack of self-care, or like an inability of knowing how to do self-care. And so I think our club does a very good job at kind of promoting different coping skills for stress, and any other mental illness as well. But then we also like just have de-stressing times where people can come, like dog therapy and paint nights and stuff like that, where they can just come and kind of have that chill, relaxed kind of needed break from the stresses of school and life and everything like that. But yeah,
I guess I would just add that to me, like a really central mission of our club is just helping people know that they're not alone in the things they struggle with. And so regardless of like whether people all have the same exact issue, just to know that there are other people out there on campus who are like challenged by these things, but that they're here together seeking support, I think is really powerful for people.
Awesome. And we had touched on this a little bit earlier, but if people kind of wanted to follow a little bit closer with you guys, what is your social media? What social media do you guys have? Is there an email? Is there a point person? Where can people go to find more information?
Yeah, so our main email is mindsmatter@messiah.edu. So they can contact us through there. They can contact me, mindsmatterpresident@messiah.edu. Or they can reach out through social media. We have Instagram and Facebook. I think we used to have a Twitter, but I'm not sure if we still use it or not. But yeah, so those are kind of like our main ways. Or if you see us in the halls or anything and just want to, talk to us, we're open to that too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Connor Dott for joining us earlier. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to tune in next Monday for Falcon Update at 7 or check out our YouTube channel for past campus news, interviews, and musical performances. Have a great night.